He's on the prowl. How am I going to compete with this live Discovery Channel entertainment? Peabo? Will you quit? Oh. Well, get her. Alright, you lost your chance. Audience moves over here. They changed the channel. Okay, I'm winning right now. Okay, in the last video, if you've been following the whole soap opera, my girlfriend Brittany left me because I went insane over having to hear the word America every fucking 5 seconds. And I lost my mind and she got swept into the arms of a sweaty mailman. Can you blame her? But anyway. I'm still more entertaining than them? Okay, good. Oh, good? No, okay. But, if you were wondering, for all you soap opera followers, I'm fine. She's back with me. You don't have to worry about me. Brittany, say hi.
Hi.
Show yourself so they know it's not a recording, because they don't trust me. Okay, that's Brittany. All is well for now. Got milk. It should say got dick, because I have one. So people automatically, by society, have to say I'm a man. Anyway. Alright, no, but seriously. Okay. I've been telling you about the campaign, about breaking down all the bullshit and all the stuff society has wrong, all the flaws we have, like the name America being a explorer, which led to the natives being murdered, so it's a horrible name. You know, so I've been saying about how I want to fix all this stuff and get rid of that word. And, you know, we launched the campaign, so recently I finally got done with the flyers that I'm going to hand out everywhere as we're starting. Like, I know I said that forever ago, but I have them done now, and I wanted to just break down, so for all you people who, maybe you just saw a flyer right now and you spit on it and you're like, fucking commie, or whatever, or maybe you did happen to check this out, I want to break down the campaign like a model, so you know what exactly, so we know what we're talking about and have everything covered. You know, I always have my notepad for when I'm on the toilet, and I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. So, okay. The one handout explains on how America is supposed to be like, oh, we're the good, great, free country, and we're the best country as we shove down everyone's throat and all that. So I did a comparison, a tale of the tape, so to speak, as if it's a boxing bout. A boxing bout of I did America versus Hitler's Nazi Germany, and people are gonna be like, whoa, how could you compare it with Hitler? It's like, no, let's break down the country right now. People supposedly think because it's 2016 that we're all good, and no, okay. My whole campaign is talking about how Hitler, he wanted to make a super race of his version of people, like he wanted to play God, right? And make everybody just blonde hair and blue-eyed clones, right? That were the ideal, you know, like play God and make the ideal race, right? Okay, well, we're doing the same thing, because in this country right now, they regulate, okay, you can't not hire someone because of skin color, correct, Brittany?
Mm-hmm.
They can't, okay, but they forgot about everything else, right? If a company, when you get hired, they can't do the skin thing. Oh, I thought it was getting more entertaining over there for a second. They have it where they could screw you over for anything else, though. Like long hair, beards, tattoos, which makes you a part of you. So pretty much this country, because of business owners, they say, oh, well, you work for them, so they could do what they want. No, they're playing God, molding you to what they want you to look like. They say, you have to shave this beard, you have to wear this suit, you have to. It's no longer a choice of clothing. That's what I've been trying to say. So they make you cut your hair. You have to cover your tattoos. You can't wear a beard, and they do this because, and it's the loophole because nobody regulated it. See, with African people, they had to fight for their rights to stop segregation in the '60s, right? They had to fight and do it. No one gave it to them. So then, it's the same thing now. These companies would have never been like, oh yeah, I feel bad. Let me just give these people their rights. No, they do whatever they can get away with. That's not regulated by the law. So we screw everybody else on everything, and we're forcing all people to have the exact same look. And I'm not saying you can't wear a suit or look like that, but I'm saying are they not big businesses? Well, how could I compete with that? Now he's got the jiggly ball. Trying to be serious here. No, I'm not. Who am I kidding? No, no, but is that not true, Brittany? See, skin color you can't discriminate against, but everything else you could. And people are like, oh, that doesn't make a person. Yeah, it does. Isn't that what? If you take away people's tattoos or long hair or clothing, or what makes them, wouldn't everybody look exactly the same like a Ken doll? Mm-hmm. Wouldn't they all just be one thing? Yep. So that's pretty much stepping on people's rights. So the country's obviously not free. And here's another point. Okay. This is way more entertaining than me speaking. We're back? Oh. Sorry. Oh. What was I talking about? Oh. No. Whoops. I tried to put it behind my back, Doc. No. I'm trying to say that, like, okay, there's the whole thing with the NBA 2 years ago. Oh, now I got 3 balls. Okay. There's the whole thing in the NBA 2 years ago with the NBA owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, the basketball team. Now, he lost the team because he was racist, and it was pretty much that he don't like African people. So he pretty much he don't like black people, so he wanted an all-white team. And then they took the team away from him because you can't discriminate on. Okay, but how come? So if he owns the team though, they said like, oh, if somebody owns it, they could do whatever the hell they want. Like the New York Yankees, right? The New York Yankees force you to shave your beard and cut your hair, and you have to all look like clones because they own your ass. Is that free? But Donald Sterling owns the team, but he can't have a team of all white people if he don't want. But he owns it. Brittany, is that not a contradiction? I know I said this in a previous video, but I'm trying to cover on how that's very Hitler-like, on how all our businesses, all our government, you realize if you're the president of the United States, you have to wear a suit. They force a suit. I'm not saying that to not wear, I'm just saying when they force clothing on you, it's not very free. So, I'm just comparing on how it's kind of making like a clone super race to me. That's what it sounds like. Does it not? Yeah. Suit wearing, clean cut, everyone looks exactly the same. Okay, sounds like him to me. Nazi America. Okay, and then so we have the comparisons here. This is what's going to be on the flyer. So I'm explaining on how we have to stop, we have to regulate all that other stuff because it's still stopping someone from being someone. Besides, hair is a follicle that's natural that grows on your head like skin. Nobody thought, like, I know I already said that in a previous video, but we're reviewing here. We're reviewing. See, I'm just breaking down what the campaign's gonna be. Is that we got to stop that, which people have covered, but they don't break it down like I'm trying to, like on how that really does defeat the whole purpose of freedoms. Just because somebody pays your salary doesn't mean they can play God and morph you into like one look, right or wrong. Is that not a good point? Yeah. How is that not? I don't know why people look like like that. They run. Okay. So here we go. America thinks they're so clean and good. Let's see. Hitler, genocide of Jews, right? Killed all the Jews and just took over Germany, right? He could have had that if he didn't try to take over the world. Could he not have been there because they all fell for his, right? Yeah. He got greedy and tried to take the whole world, right? He could have had Germany, which is the same thing would be as our country. His people would be there. Think of us. America, genocide of all natives. We murdered all the natives here and just took the land. And then put our people here, making our race. Same thing. How is that not the same thing? He could have had it right now. There'd be all his people there if he didn't go crazy, and go all over the world. So it's the same thing. We're just as guilty. See, we want a super race of one look. He wanted a super race of one look. How is it not? It's the same thing. That's what I'm pretty much covering. Is that our country? It's not right. So really, we have to get rid of the name America because it's just an insult to all the natives and everybody for getting murdered. Like, yeah, America. Like, we really want that. Okay, that's one. And two, we'd have to really like find the ancestors of the natives that are still around, fucked over on reservations, and everyone's like, yeah, that's the past. Oh yeah, is that why they're presently on a reservation? Is that history, Brittany? And then to see, because it was technically their land we just took or bought for, oh, I'm sorry, $5, conning them, right? And that, like, Manhattan was bought for what? Manhattan, the land of Manhattan, New York. That was bought for like, what was it, $20? Or they conned them?
Yeah.
Okay. And dicked them because they were so nice. So technically, I'm going to be making campaigns on to get rid of that name because, like, why don't we just, if we're the, we're not, it's not America anyway. We're so cocky that we have to say the name of the continent. It's the United States of America, is it not? Meaning of the continent. But since Mexico and Canada are on there, and then anytime you see some other commercial where it says what? If you see a cell phone commercial, does it not say coverage in Canada, US, Mexico, right? Because the whole thing is America. So why the fuck would you call yourself America on every fucking, how arrogant is that? Just drop the A. That way you don't have a European explorer name on it that United States. What's wrong with that? Is that not a good point, Brittany?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck am I an asshole? What, because I don't want a fucking genocide name? People just don't, like, that's why I want to get rid of it. That's what I think we should, okay. And then I love the whole thing about how, what was that whole thing about the Confederate flag, Brittany? You know, like, oh, the Confederate flag's racist, and da-da-da-da-da. Okay, no, that was just their symbol of their country, because they wanted to literally split it into two different countries, and they wanted to have their own flag, just like they were going to have their own president. Both sides are racist, that's just how it was then. Okay, the American flag is more racist because it was actually made by slave owners. People want to say, oh, doesn't businesses, Brittany, and everything say, like, oh, it's all about image. Dress nice, or your image is everything in life, right? Isn't that what people always ramble on about, Brittany, or no?
Yeah.
Okay, well then why would we want our image to be a slave owner out-of-date flag from like 1776? That's more racist than the Confederate flag because it was actually the whole English America that was then. Theirs is just a fluke of wanting to be another country and they happen to want... The whole thing is racist. I hate people go on about Abraham Lincoln. He's a fucking asshole. He fucking literally... You know, people say, oh, the military is good. They fight for our stolen land. Or they fight for the great America. No. Do you know that Abraham Lincoln used the military to murder all the natives down west to take all the states west? Like Oregon, you know, to make... That's why you have 50 states. Instead of just the colonies that start as New England. England? Yeah. Isn't that not what? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so how is he a great hero who saved the slaves? Yeah, meanwhile, while he's murdering every native and stealing their land. Like, get off. Like, doesn't anybody look up any of their history? They're not heroes. Okay, I don't mean to ramble on so damn long. So, let me just break down every point. Okay. Oh, wow. Sorry. Yeah, so basically we're making a super race by letting businesses and everybody, because they want to make every guy look like a clean-cut, short hair, no beard, suit-wearing guy, right or wrong?
Yep.
So that's creating a race of people, because you have to do that for any type of job. Even Garrity's fucking does it. They're scumbags. They don't. So that's making what? You know how people call Africans and Mexican minorities? Well, we're creating a new minority. If you're a white guy and you have long hair and a beard or tattoos, guess what? You're not going to get a fucking job. So guess what? That makes you a minority. Is that not the same thing, Brittany?
Yeah.
So how come nobody looks at it that way? Same thing. Okay. So, covered the flag on the image. Yeah. Oh, and what was that story you told me, Brittany, about how somebody named their baby Adolf?
Yeah.
Which is just a regular name. The guy who made Coors, the beer, is named Adolf Coors. It's just a name, like Bob. So they took their baby away from naming them Adolf, right? Meanwhile, our country could have a name America over a European explorer that basically opened it for all of us to steal the land and murder and have a genocide of more natives were killed than Jews from Hitler. You know that? So meanwhile, you can't name a baby Adolf, but we can go on about America, Brittany. Does that make sense? Why am I the crazy one? I'm not crazy. No. Right? Right or wrong?
Yep.
How long is this video so far? We lose them? Yeah.
14 minutes.
Woo!
Going on 15.
Woo! Bring out the cats for the halftime show. Sorry. I know. Alright, what else did we cover?
Shitty game, was it?
No. Pause.
I can't pause.
Oh, well then we're done with this part 1.